All right, let's dive into a topic that I'm willing to bet affects just about every single one of us: note taking. Based on some really great insights from supporttips.com, we're going to look at a way to totally transform how we grab onto our ideas and actually use them. Let's get right into it. So, let me just ask you something straight up. Think about your current system. Whether it's a paper notebook, a bunch of different apps, or maybe sticky notes all over your desk. Are those notes really, truly working for you? Are they helping you think better, create more, and actually get things done? Or, and let's be honest here, does it feel a little more like this? Like a giant black hole where all those great ideas, those important reminders, and those little sparks of inspiration just vanish, never to be seen again? If that sounds even a little familiar, trust me, you are in good company. And that leads us perfectly into our first section, the note-taking black hole. It's such a great way to describe that feeling, right? That frustration of putting in all this effort to write something down, only for it to become completely useless almost instantly. What's really at stake here is the hidden cost. This quote just nails it. The greatest tragedy is an idea uncaptured. We're not just talking about losing a shopping list. We're talking about losing a potential solution to a big problem, a creative spark, maybe even a breakthrough thought. And here are the symptoms. See if any of these ring a bell. That endless, frustrating scrolling, trying to find that one thing you jotted down, or finding a note with absolutely zero context. You have no idea what it means anymore. And maybe the biggest one of all, just this huge pile of information that never actually turns into insight or action. Okay, but what if there was a better way? It doesn't have to be like this. That brings us to the solution. We're going to shift from the problem to a really powerful, super practical methodology called the New Note. So what is this thing? Well, the New Note, it's not some new app you have to download or a fancy, expensive notebook. Nope, it's a methodology. It's a system that's designed to do one thing and do it brilliantly. Turn those fleeting thoughts into structured, searchable, and actually actionable knowledge. And here's the absolute key. It's a fundamental shift in your mindset. We're moving away from just passively collecting random bits of information. Instead, we're becoming active creators, building our own personal web of connected, useful knowledge. It's a total game changer. All right, so how do we actually do this? Let's break down the mechanics. You're about to see just how incredibly simple and effective this whole process really is. It all boils down to these 3 simple steps. First, just capture the core idea. Don't write down everything, just that one key thought. Second, give that note a job to do. Use simple, actionable tags. Is it an hashtag idea to think about later? A hashtag to do you need to act on? A hashtag question you need to answer? This step is absolutely vital. And third, link the source. Where did this idea come from? This simple little habit gives you all the context you'll ever need. Now, when you start applying these simple steps over and over, you begin to see this incredible transformation. This is how you really move from clutter to clarity, and this, my friends, is where the magic happens. And this just lays it out so perfectly, doesn't it? It's the ultimate before and after. On the left, you've got traditional notes, a disorganized, passive mess that's impossible to search through. But on the right, you've got the New Note method, structured, active, and instantly searchable. You're turning your notes from a liability into a genuine asset. And hey, this isn't just about feeling more organized. There's some real data behind this. According to that research from supporttips.com, using a structured method like this can lead to up to 40% better information retention. 40%! And why? Well, it's because you're not just passively writing anymore. You're actively processing the information by giving it structure and a purpose right from the start. So what does this actually mean for you in your day-to-day life? It means finding any idea you've ever had in just a few seconds. It means transforming a handful of notes into your next big project. You'll start to see these amazing connections between ideas that were totally buried before. And honestly, you'll just reduce so much of that digital clutter and stress. Which brings us to our final and most important section, your ideas unleashed. Because at the end of the day, that is the entire point of all this. It's not about having a perfectly tidy system just for the sake of it. It's about this right here. Your notes should be the dynamic, exciting starting point of your best work, your most creative projects, your smartest decisions. They should never, ever be the graveyard where good ideas go to die. So, as we wrap this up, let's just recap the key takeaways. First, take an honest look and see if your current system feels like a black hole. Second, remember that the New Note method is a super simple 3-step process you can literally start today. And finally, always remember the goal. Make your ideas structured, searchable, and most importantly, actionable. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Armed with this new way of thinking, what's next? What's the first big idea you're going to capture and, this time, actually use? Thanks for joining me.